Hey everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable podcast. It is Tuesday, September the 3rd, and I already filmed one episode which I posted, but this is our TV classic of the week. And in case for you newcomers out there on Facebook, we don't know, we always do like a TV classic of the week, usually on Mondays because of the holiday. We're doing it today. We talk about an old TV show. The people who remember it, maybe it'll bring back some memories for you, fond memories. And people who've never heard of this show or watched this show, maybe you'll be inclined to look it up on the great YouTube channel or somewhere else streaming, right? But anyway, so as I always do, I try to sing the theme song of every TV show we talk about. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Now, this does have words, but it's if I mess them up, which I usually do, please excuse me. Okay, here we go. You ready? Green Acres is the place to be. You probably know what it is right now, right? Fun living is the life for me. Land spread out far and wide. Keep your hat and just give me that country song. No, New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling pain. I just adore playing past you. Darling, I love you, McKinney. I can't love you. The chores. The stores. Fresh air. Times Square. You are my wife. Goodbye, city life. Green Acres, we are there. Yes, it's Green Acres. Now, you probably said, if you watch me all the time, but Greg, you've already done Green Acres. You did it a long time ago. What the hell? That's true. I decided to do it again, okay? Is it okay with you? I don't know. I just said, maybe we'll do some old ones because there's plenty of TV shows out there, but most of them kind of suck. So we're just going to do the Green Acres again. You ready? This was a great show. The premise was you had the city couple lived in New York. Oliver, what's his name? Oliver Douglas. Oliver Douglas was a lawyer, played by Eddie Albert, and Eva Gabor played his wife, who was this very social lady in New York. And she wanted to stay in New York because that's where all the shopping was and the big city life. Broadway place. He wanted a change. He wanted to get away from the city. He wanted to go to the country. So that's what he did. They sold their condo or their place, whatever, and they moved to Hooterville, which is someplace out in the boondocks. They don't ever say what state it's in. Yeah. So that's the premise of the show. And the funny thing is, everything they get into, the city people, he bought a farm. He doesn't know a damn thing about a farm. He tries to run the farm. He runs into all these characters in town who come and try to help him. And that's it, really. So, Green Acres, what was on CBS, and the show started on September 15th, 1965, and it ran until April the 27th, 1971. 6 seasons on CBS. It was very successful, and a total of 170 episodes. And it ran until 1971, when that year was what they called famously the rural, if I could say it right, rural purge. That's when 1971. See, CBS had all these country shows like Beverly Hillbillies, Green Acres, Petticoat Junction. All of a sudden, 1971, CBS decided to go in a different direction. They said, we want more urban shows. Maybe they thought the viewership was getting younger or hip. So they decided to go more contemporary shows with all the family, the Jeffersons, Maud. They went that route. And a lot of the country shows were canceled then, including Green Acres. So, one of the episodes of Green Acres called A Star is Born. A Star is Born. Arnold the pig. Yeah, it made number 59 in TV Guide's 100 greatest episodes of all time. And I'm going to explain Arnold the pig. Arnold was this pig, I don't know how to describe him, who became the favorite character on the show. The people had Arnold the pig, Arnold Ziffel was his last name, had fan clubs of the pig. I mean, the show is like really odd when a real pig, becomes the cult classic favorite of the show. We're going to talk about Arnold in a minute. The show actually started, it was a radio show that CBS had going back in 1950 called Granby's Green Acres. It was a radio show which they then adapted for TV. Because of the success of the Beverly Hillbillies, which started like in 1960, 61, they decided to, not really a spin-off, because no characters of the Beverly Hillbillies were in Green Acres, but they decided to have a similar kind of show. And it turned out to be a good thing because Green Acres was successful. They thought of a couple other, before they came up with the title Green Acres, they were going to call the show Country Cousins. Nah. Then they were going to call it the Eddie Albert Show. Nah. Eddie Albert was this, he's an all-time actor, but I don't know how to describe Eddie Albert. He was sort of just there. Yeah, he wasn't this big movie star like a Gregory Peck or a Clark Gable or anything. He was just there. He did some movies, but I don't know. You think about Eddie Albert. You know what I like? Eddie Albert. He was in the original The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds, where they played that, Burt Reynolds was a convict and he was in prison and he forms a football team and they end up playing the guards and they beat the guards in the football in the big championship game. And which one of my favorite movies, The Longest Yard, not the remake with Adam Sandler. That one sucked. No, the original, The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds. Eddie Albert played the evil warden in that movie. And that's really the only thing I remember Eddie Albert for, other than Green Acres. Yeah. The theme song, which I sang for you, that was the only theme song in television that was sung by the two main characters, because Eddie Albert and Ava Gabor actually did sing the theme song. Lisa Douglas, that's who Ava Gabor plays, the wife. Well, she's not what you would call a traditional housewife. Like, she's used to having a lot of money. So instead of doing the dishes, what she would do in Green Acres was, after they were done, she'd toss them out the window. That was the way she was used to doing stuff. Yeah. What made Green Acres really fun was they had all kinds of characters. Like Mr. Haiti was the dishonest local salesman. And the guy who played Mr. Haiti, Pat Buttram, the really, really good character actor. He did a lot of Westerns. And if you saw him, and if you heard his voice, well, Mr. Douglas, like the squeaky kind of voice. You would know who Pat Butcher is, but he said that he patterned the character of Mr. Haney, the kind of shady shyster salesman of Hooterville. He patterned it after Colonel Tom Parker, the guy who ruled Elvis's agent. Some of the other characters were E.B., played by Tom Lester. He was sort of the farmhand for the Douglases farm. And he had a habit of calling to Oliver's annoyance, he had a habit of calling them mom and dad. They weren't his mom and dad, but he would call them mom and dad. Why? We don't know. Fred Ziffel was the neighbors. Fred and Edith Ziffel, and they owned Arnold Pig. And so Arnold, they treated him like their own child. So, like Arnold went to school. He had like a little backpack that he would carry in his mouth. Arnold would watch TV. He especially liked to watch Westerns on TV. In fact, all of a sudden, Arnold would burst into the Ziffels lived next door. They were neighbors. And occasionally Arnold would bust through the front door of the Douglas's place, sit down on the couch, go over and turn the TV on with his little snout, and sit down on the couch and watch Westerns on TV. That got like a lot of big laughs. Yeah, what could I say? But like I said, Arnold was he signed his name with a pen, like he put the pen in his mouth and he could write his name. And actually the original pig that they got to play Arnold, well, they got it from somewhere in Missouri. I don't know, maybe the pig auditioned, beat out the other pigs who were auditioning, got the role as Arnold. They trained the pig. Apparently, I don't know, maybe you guys knew this. Pigs are very intelligent animals. You could train them like dogs to do stuff. I guess I never worked with pigs, but yeah, so Arnold got the role. So, some other things, some other characters on Green Acres. Alf and Ralph were the carpenters, and they were brother and sister, and they rarely got jobs done. Like they would come in and renovate because Oliver was trying to fix up the farm, which he bought sight unseen, by the way. And so he would bring in Alf and Ralph to fix up the place, and they would like paint in the room halfway done, and they would stop for some reason and never get it done. Yeah, that was their thing. Yeah. Sam Drucker was the editor of the newspaper in Hooterville. He was also the justice of the peace and the postmaster, sort of a jack of all trades. And Hank Kimball, he was this how should I describe him? He was sort of a double talker. Like he would talk and he would make no sense, sort of like me. And you have to hear him. You'd have to hear him. And of course, Green Acres was yeah. So here's the thing: 1971. Put yourself in their shoes. They go to the cast and they say, Green Acres was very successful. The ratings were solid. It's not like Green Acres started to like really fall off the face of the earth with their ratings. So there was really no good reason why they canceled the show. It was a lot of fun. It was just it brought you some harmless laughs. It was family entertainment. It was clean entertainment. It was just sort of quirky, and so there was no reason to really cancel it, other than the fact that CBS wanted to go with more urban kind of shows like All the Family. So Pat Buttram said later on, after they canceled the show, he said, That was the year that CBS canceled every show that had a tree in it, including the Lassie, which was true. They canceled Lassie that year too. I mean, how un-American was that? They canceled Lassie. Jesus. Um, yeah, so what happened was they were actually going to bring Green Acres back, if you can believe it or not. They were going to bring it back. They were going to do, now get this, back in 2015, so we're talking like 9 years ago, they were going to bring Green Acres back, not only as a Broadway play, and do like a musical, like they would kind of sing all in the farm, they would sing, and they would have the pigs singing. And there were plans to do a Green Acres movie. Now, of course, they'd have to have new people because Eddie Albert passed away, Ava Gabor passed away, and her sister Jean Gabor, and a lot of the cast were gone, so they'd have to. Probably even the pig was dead, so they'd have to get new cast members. But there was plans to do a movie of Green Acres and a Broadway play. But the director passed away in 2015. And after that, the plan sort of went downhill. So that was the end of that, right? But, knowing Hollywood, I wouldn't be surprised if one year they all of a sudden resurrect the idea of, whoa, let's have a Green Acres movie. And finally, the show was on Wednesday nights from 9 to 9:30, which was kind of weird, because it really was a family show. Some of the jokes were a little sophisticated, so to speak, but it was. So to put it on at 9 to 9:30 was sort of late for kids, but that's what he had it on. And the ratings were good, like I said. Season 1, Green Acres, the highest it got was number 11 in the Nielsen ratings. And actually, season 2 was the best season of Green Acres. It got up to number 6. It was the number 6 program in all of America that year. So, find Green Acres. Google it. Go to YouTube and find it. Look for it. It was a fun show. And I promise you're going to laugh. And you're going to fall in love with Arnold the pig. I'm just saying, it was entertainment like you don't have nowadays. And back in those days, we were starved for entertainment. So we would laugh at anything, even at pig. Okay, so that's our TV show, classic TV show. I hope you enjoyed it. By the way, so you want to look for my other episode today, where we sort of just talk about kinds of crap like we usually do, which I posted on Facebook and I posted on X. Everybody have a good day. Take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Peace and love. See you again. Bye. Green Acres is the place. You're gonna want to sing this song all day too. It just sort of gets embedded in your brain and you can't help it. Okay.